Alright, I'm going to do a deck profile of my Acid Golem Rabbit Burn deck. Now, there are two proxies in the whole deck, one in the main and one in the extra. The extra deck is not complete, and the side deck is just something I threw together right now. It's missing a lot of stuff. So, anyways, let's see. For the main deck, the two rabbits, you have to have them. They get your vanillas, which are 3 Cabazals. So you still have some of your Evil Czar plays like you would normal Macro Rabbit or Dino Rabbit. 3 7-colored fish, because I don't have Gaga Gigos or Skull Mariners. I'd probably be playing the Skull Mariners if I had 2 more of them. So I'm thinking about getting those. Then for more dinosaurs, 3 Hydrogeddons, because they're like Guaibas, only a little bit weaker, and whenever you get another Hydrogeddon, the one that you get can attack. So you can go into Shockmaster pretty easily in this deck. It's like summon Hydrogeddon, attack, summon Hydrogeddon, attack, summon Hydrogeddon, attack, and you just thinned out your deck for two cards, and hopefully you get to swing in for a little bit of damage, and then you just overlay for Shockmaster or overlay for whoever. And then next, you've got your 2 tour guides, staple in any rabbit deck. And then to go with her, you have Night Assailant, and I'm trying out Dark Resonator just because he can be okay for defending, and he's 1300 attack, which is alright. And then one card that I've just been really liking is Penguin Soldier. When he's set and he gets attacked, he flips up, obviously, and sends 2 monsters on the field back to the hand. Or if he doesn't get attacked, you flip him and you can send him and one of your opponents back to the hand, and then you can just set him again and just keep doing shenanigans. It's fun. And then I've just been doing Trigodia instead of Gores. I like Trigodia. It doesn't usually get very large, but sometimes it does, and it's always nice to have his effect. And then 2 dualities. One is actually a Pot of Greed, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get the other one soon. It's a common now. I have 1 Avarice to try and get Vanillas back in the deck if I have to. Heavy, because it's heavy, and Reborn. I don't play Dark Hole because I want to keep things on the field once they get there. Most of the time. Okay, now next is 3 creature swaps and 2 mystic boxes to get your big play going. If you don't know, mystic box, you target 1 monster your opponent controls and 1 of yours, and then destroy the one that they control, and they take control of your monster. Then 2 MST, 1 Forbidden Lance. I wanted this to be 2, but I only have the 1 right now. I'm poor. And 1 Instant Fusion. This is what I'm going to take out whenever I get my second Lance. 1 D Prison. Again, I only have 1. 1 Mirror Force. I only have 1. Draining Shield. I'm going to make this a Mirror Force. 2 Cylinder. This will probably be a D Prison later. This will definitely be a warning. I don't have a warning. 2 Bottomless. 1 Compulse. And 1 Huge Revolution. Because actually this might get turned into a road, but every time I switch it out for road, someone goes along and drops Black Rose, then warning on my road, and I don't like that. That's a no-no, in my opinion. Okay, now, that's not what I was looking for. For my extra deck, hold on here, let me do this in some reasonable order. Okay, now, there's 1 Cherubin the Fire Knight, because he's a 3, and I play a lot of rank 3s. Daigusta the Phoenix, because Penguin Soldier is a level 2, and there are quite a few level 2s in this game. Agents have Shine Ball. Frogs live off of bringing out level 2s and then making them, or attributing them off and blah 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 blah. Stupid stuff. Anyways, I'm not familiar with frogs. I know how they work though. I've played them. 1 Acid Golem, because I don't have the second one yet. I need to get him. But he's your 1 condition. Wind Up Zenmaines, because it's Zenmaines. Leviathan Dragon. Force, My Stroke. Pappy. Pappy's Pappy. The proxy for Bahamut Shark is Snowdust Giant. If you don't know, Bahamut Shark takes 2 level 4 waters, and then you detach him. He's 2600 attack. You detach a material and summon 1 rank 3 or lower water XYZ monster out of your extra deck. And obviously, since it's a special summon, it doesn't have any materials. So what you do is you go Bahamut Shark. I don't care how it's angled. Get Acid Golem, then Creature Swap or more Mystic Box, and either destroy or take control of one of your opponent's monsters and give them the Acid Golem. So now every standby phase they take 2000 damage and they're unable to special summon anything to their side of the field. So basically at that point you've got their field locked down, and they have become extremely limited on their plays until they can get rid of Acid Golem. Actually, no. You know, I think I'll leave it at 1 Acid Golem and get a second Bahamut once I finally get them. Yeah. Anyways. I do need to get my Leviair, but I play 1 Pearl because it's a good beater and you can't Fiendish Chain. One Shockmaster because it's Shockmaster. It's always nice to be able to go into him. One Dulka because I like Dulka. I'm going to get a Lagia, but I don't have it yet. I'm going to get it for my friend, though, in a few days, hopefully. If not, then, oh well. You don't need it. I go into like Dulka more than I like Lagia anyways. Let's see here. For my incomplete side deck, the one Max C, because windups are still a thing, and I guess to an extent Dark World, and I have a friend who plays Heretics, so the extra MST since I only play 2 in the main. Book if I really need it, to get over things with Hydreigon, to get Hydreigon plays. Dark Hole, just because it's the same reason as Book. If I really need it for a matchup, then I'll get it. 2 Gravity Binds, because opponents don't always have the opportunity to overlay, and sometimes even if they do, they won't. So this kind of forces it, and that's one way that you can get better things off of your creature swaps and your mystic, and destroy better things with your mystic boxes. Like I said, it's a working side deck. These will actually probably be taken out for Thunder Kings once I get Thunder Kings. 1 Dark Bribe. I want to make it 2. This really helps against Fire Fists. And it's like, Tenki, how about no? How about you don't get a free search? And power it, and boost everything on your side of the field. 7 tools, because I really don't like Judgment, and whenever you summon something and your opponent's like, Judgment, and you're like, how about no, and just flip this, and they just paid half their life to stop Bahamut from hitting the field, then you basically won in 2 turns unless they have a bottomless to stop the Acid Golem play. But then you just go and play Leviathan Beatdown, which is fun. This is mainly a fun deck anyways, but it beats Fire Fists and Mermails every now and then, and yeah. 2 Dust Tornado, because back row is not my friend. Not our friend. No friend. 2 Overworked. Again, this is like Mermail, or not Mermail. What do you call it? Fire Fist Hate. And I play 3 Waboku just so I have 15 cards. These will probably become macros, actually. I'll probably take out either Dark Hole or Book and then do some stuff. But yeah, generally what you'd want to do would be summon Rabbit, use his effect, I like to get Fish first, and then overlay Fish. These are upside down for you. Oh well. There, that's better. Overlay Fish to make Bahamut. Detach 1. Get Acid Golem. And and then use your Mystic Box or your Creature Swap. So now they have to deal with Acid Golem on their side of the field, and they generally get kind of butthurt at that, and it's really funny because they can't do anything about it unless they're playing some kind of weird deck that has creature swaps. Now, one thing that should be remembered about Bahamut Shark is that his effect says that he can't attack after you use it. But if your opponent has something that's like 24 or 25 and you want that compared to something that they have that's like 12, 1300, then you can take Bahamut and swing and run over something little, and then main phase 2 go, okay, now I'm going to get my golem, and get your golem, and then be like, okay, creature swap, and then now they have nothing to work with aside from tributing off the golem, which, unless they're playing Dark Worlds or Hieratics, or I guess technically once E-Dragons become a thing and Harpies become a thing, then they can, because they'll have stuff that's worth tributing. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot. Well, dark hole, stuff like that. Those kinds of things will get rid of it, obviously. But even then, there is a Lance in this deck. There will be a second Lance later on. Those things exist, so that saves you sometimes. And they still have to deal with this being out. Anyways, that's it. I guess if you want to see this deck in action, I am on Dueling Network, Orion1225. Just, I don't know, send me a message and I'll play with it. And if you don't like this, then we can play something else. I don't know. Whatever. Forget it. I'm not good at this. Peace.